Hey, it's Danny. Welcome to Anything Goes, and today I am joined by Austin Is Not Funny, also known as Austin, who currently has 485,000 followers and is still growing on TikTok. Today I'm going to be asking him a couple questions about his TikTok, and by the end, you will know all the secrets to becoming TikTok famous. Before we begin, a few quick things. First of all, I do have an Instagram, which I will link in the description, and a new Twitter. Also, go check out Austin's TikTok, which I will put in the description, and it should be somewhere on the screen. Anyways, Austin, why don't you introduce yourself to the people who don't know who you are?
My name's Austin. I kind of just for now I just make TikToks. Started making TikToks I think back at the like November, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and I just been doing it ever since, growing my other socials, and yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'm working on starting my YouTube, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, that's cool. So, why don't you tell everyone sort of like why you started just social media in general, or where you are now, or just your story?
Well, the whole thing was kind of an accident
Mm-hmm.
because one of my friends got TikTok, and he was like, and I feel like everybody else has like the same story, but he was like, yo, like this new app and stuff. And then he actually, like, his second video blew up, and it got like 2.2 million views. And so I was like, and back then, like, as a kid, I always wanted to, like, I would always did YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was always been into like making videos and stuff. And then he blew up, and so I was like, okay, interesting, interesting. But I was like, that couldn't be that hard though. So he kind of gained like a following. I think he had like 40K followers or something.
Yeah.
And then I kept telling him, I was like, yo, like, bro, I could do that if I wanted to. Like, come on now, I could do it. And then he was like, nah, bro. And then eventually, like, I was just chilling, like watching some TikToks, and I kind of got into the app a little bit, and I saw this TikTok, and it was like this dude, and it was like the stupidest shit. Like he was like putting his foot in the toilet. So he was like putting his foot into the toilet, and it was like this sound. It was like something like, my teacher said if I get a certain amount of like TikTok likes, like, then she'll give me an A on my exam or something, some stupid stuff like that. So I was like, bro, this is, and then the video had like 13K likes, like, and I thought that was like crazy. So I was like, dude, I gotta do this. So like I literally went into my roommate's um rooms, and I was like, hey, I'm about to get like TikTok famous real quick. Do you guys want to help me, like I was like, you guys want to help me like record this video? And so I literally told him, I was like, yeah, I'm about to like blow up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like I posted the video, and then I blew up on TikTok. I don't know.
Really? So,
I
what
don't know.
was it? Your first video?
Well, I posted, yeah, it was my first video, and I posted a video of it was just like this dumb video, like, of me like putting my foot, like, it was like I had like socks on, and it was like like a sound in the background, like it
So,
was like a sound in the background, and the sound was like, if this gets a certain amount of likes, then whatever, whatever. So I stuck my foot in
okay.
the toilet, and then my roommate poured a White Claw on my like foot while I was in the toilet. And then like after that, I had like closed out the app. I was like, okay, like I'm blowing up right now. Even though I didn't know like anything about TikTok. I was just like, for some reason I was like, I'm just about to blow up.
You just
And
felt it.
so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was kind of just messing around, but I was like telling my roommates like I'm about to blow up on TikTok. And then so I get in the car, and I'm driving, and then I FaceTime my friend, the friend that blew up, and he has like 40K, and I was like, hey, I'm blowing up on TikTok right now, even though like I didn't check my TikTok.
Yeah.
And then and he was like, bruh, you actually got one? And he's like, what's your account? And I told him my account name. He looked it up, and then like the video already had like 13K views in like 30 minutes,
Oh, jeez.
and then and then like I was like, oh dang, like this is pretty cool. So that's what basically happened. I just tried to prove him that I could blow up, and then I did, and then I was like, okay, I kind of like this, and then kept on going and kept on learning and like learning different stuff about the app,
Mm.
and yeah, it's pretty much it. That's how I got started.
So after you got started, obviously your first video did pretty well, but did you ever
Well,
have like a span of videos that didn't do so well?
okay, so the first video, uh, actually, like the first 4 or 5 videos didn't do well,
Oh, okay.
and that's like they did well. I don't know really know what people consider well, but like TikTok's really interesting in that like you can have like several viral videos, or you could have like videos that, I mean, 125K views on YouTube is like it's it's good, it's
Yeah.
crazy. But when you get like 125K views on TikTok, that doesn't translate to, like, a viral TikTok doesn't translate to a viral account. So you got to do it. You got to blow up over and over and over again.
Mm.
So where that eventually, you know, people from the For You page follow you. But so my first 3 videos, or my first video with the sticking my foot in the toilet, hit like 60K, and it
Mm.
stopped. And but I thought it would like hit like 2 million, because
Yeah, yeah.
my friend, like, I thought it wouldn't stop, but it just stopped at 60K. I got like I think like 68 followers off that, um, which is nothing. So it's not like I was like I blew up like one video,
Mm.
but then I kept posting and I kept posting, and I posted like 4 or 5 other videos. Like they just like kind of like 4,000 views, pretty whack. And then I kept posting, and then I would post, and I would go like 2 hours without opening the app, because I heard, like, back then I heard like if you didn't post or something, like, I mean, if you posted and you got off the app, then it would have more chance to blow up, which is not true, but that's what I did. So I would post, I would go 2 hours off the app, and then I would check back again, and I'd see like whether or not like it got views, and it's like it was like so demoralizing. Like I would post,
Yeah, yeah.
wait 2 hours, get back on the app, that shit would have like 300 views, and then
Mm.
I'd be like, "Oh my god, I gotta post again." Wait 2 hours, and I kept doing that, and then I did that like 20 posts in a row. None of them blew up, um, and I was like, "Bro, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is just not for me."
Mm.
And then I was about to leave for a basketball game, and I was like, I saw this sound on my For You page, was like, "Don't care, don't care." I don't know if
Oh,
you
yeah, 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 yeah.
but it was like, "Don't care, still don't care." So I saw that sound, and I was like, okay, this is like too easy for me not to make. So I'm gonna make this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the basketball game. Um, and so I make that, and it was like a dumb little like I put in the what do you call it, the title, or the letters on the screen out, or the
Mm.
letters on the screen. I was like, my GF, I didn't save, and then I was like, don't
Oh,
care, still
okay.
don't
Yeah,
care,
yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like on some like thirst trap shit. So then I get to the basketball game, and all of a sudden I'm getting like hundreds of followers like on my Instagram, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, there's no, like, I've never got, before then I never got one single follower on Instagram from TikTok, and I was getting like hundreds of followers. I was like, yo, what's happening? Like, it must, like, there's gotta, like, my TikTok's gotta be blowing up or something. And I didn't even want to check it, because back then I thought like if you checked it, it stopped.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, but my friend that I was at the basketball game with, he checked the TikTok, and he was like, it's at 600K in 30 minutes. So, and that TikTok ended up getting, I think, 15 million. And so that's the one that really put me on, and I just kept making TikToks from there. So I think I gained about 100,000 from that
Oh
TikTok.
my gosh.
But so after that, I was like, yeah,
So do you
let's keep
think,
going.
like, what would have happened? Do you think you would be where you are now without that video, or do you think you would have stopped like right then and there?
Oh no, I would have stopped. but I would have either stopped or I just probably would have forgot about the app because I wouldn't have cared that much about it. But I'm looking at a picture right now. Yeah, November 6th was the day I first posted my first video, and I think I had 78 followers. So
And right now you have 485,000, you were saying?
yeah,
So
combined with my other account, I have probably over. I think I have over 550,000.
in total, right?
Yeah.
So would you let's even combine them. Would you consider yourself to be famous, or is famous not really a follower count?
Well, I think you can definitely be like internet famous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm famous right now. I don't think I really like even scratched the surface of like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely not like what I would like. There's different levels of fame. There's different like internet fame, and there's like sides of the internet. Like you could go like certain TikTokers are like internet famous,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I feel like it's just like um maybe if it depends on the crowd you ask, to be honest.
Yeah. So
Like like say if I were to go to VidCon and like make a video and be like, "Yo, who's going to VidCon?" Maybe like there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
oh,
people would
okay.
recognize me, but uh, like overall fame, no, definitely not.
And do you think that like at a certain point you will consider yourself famous? If you get there,
Uh,
would you ever really consider yourself famous?
if it just it's kind of a I don't know, it's kind of a hard question.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like if you I don't know, it's kind of I guess
No, it's a difficult
it just
question. Yeah.
depends. Yeah, it depends. Like I don't think I would ever really want to call myself famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
But
can
like,
come off as kind of cocky
yeah,
if you ever do that. So you were saying how you got like 100,000, right, on that one video. Did you
right.
get a lot of hate after that? Or did you ever really have a time where you had to like see all this hate on your channel?
Um, so I actually haven't really ever gotten a point where there was a lot of hate. I actually had a lot of like support on that video,
Yeah.
but nah, I haven't really dealt with the hate. I know a lot of other creators get a lot of hate
Yeah.
um on TikTok, but I haven't really experienced any of that so far.
So you never really
So
had to go through a section where you just had to say, I just got to keep going even though I'm getting hate.
not from like TikTok. Maybe from like people I know in real life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not like the most like you know, it's
Yeah, having a
not looked
TikTok
at
account.
as like a yeah, it's not looked at as like the best thing. So definitely people either I know or like acquaintances uh that definitely have not made a positive impact since I've had TikTok and a lot of people thinking that you just I don't know. It's like there's a lot of people that will treat you different too.
Hmm.
And that's kind of whack too. So
Oh, so you
that's just
think
part of it.
that you're getting treated differently now than you were treated when you were telling people that you were just starting?
Oh, when I was blown up, like really blown up,
Yeah.
there it was definitely a lot different. And 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 I definitely notice because I'm someone who pays attention to everything and a lot of detail.
Hmm.
So like I notice the way people act and stuff, and nah, it was a lot different when I blew up and stuff, and
Huh.
I don't know. You just tell it's a lot different.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you had to predict right now, if you were to ever hit 1 million on TikTok, do you think that you will get there at one point?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get there. No, I'm gonna get to 1 million. Definitely by the end of the summer, but maybe mid-summer.
Oh, so you got high
But
hopes.
yeah, no, like the way that my my old account was on course to hit 800K before my For You page banned.
Mm,
Like it would be at 800K right now, but
yeah.
my new account, um, it's growing like it's like 80K in 6 days. So
Oh, geez.
um, yeah,
So,
so I'll be yeah.
so do you have uh goals then? Like I obviously brought up the 1 million follower count, which can be a goal for many people, but do you have any specific goals, or do you have? It doesn't even have to be a follower count. It could be a like count, or it could be you want one video to do really well. Do you have any goals?
I really just wanna just like grow as big as possible and meet as many people as possible, and then transfer, hopefully, like, because being able to like successfully transfer your followers through platforms is something that like um I really like aspire to do,
Yeah.
and trying to translate them is something that's not easy, and not a lot of creators um can translate like that. So that's one of my goals, is that I really want to translate my followers to Instagram, and then hopefully be able to do YouTube, and then um so yeah, that's basically it.
And then I guess besides posting, what else do you think you can do to continue growing your platform? Or do you think that's just really
Um,
that's the answer? Is to just keep posting?
I think it's like keep posting, and also like interacting with your followers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because the more you interact, the more they feel like they have a connection to you, and so you build that relationship with your followers. Because if you're just posting and you're not really commenting back, or talking to your followers, then they're not as likely to stick with you, and they probably won't translate as well to other platforms.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect
So,
example. You know, you just doing this podcast, sort of just
right.
talking to your fans, letting them know your story and talking to me even.
Yeah.
So there are probably a lot of people out there that are watching this wondering, how you got 485,000 even after you just explained all of that. If you had to sort of tell everyone one suggestion that you could say, you know what, this is what worked for me, so there's a pretty good chance it would work for you, what would that suggestion be?
I would say to find something that you're good at and exploit that, like, or find something that works for you, and then once you find that, keep doing that. Like for example, whenever I first made videos, I would make videos like on trends and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and those videos just did not work. Like, that's not the way to go. Making videos off popular sounds and stuff. Um, it helps a little bit, but it just won't. You're not likely to grow as far.
Yeah.
So my best advice is just make original videos, with original sounds that will catch people's attention,
Mm-hmm.
and quality content will always like rise to the top of the For You page, like no matter what. Like, no matter, like, it's always going to get to the top of the For You page if it's quality. So I think it's original content, and um just showcasing like your sense of humor, what what you like to do. Like, if you're good at art or something, you could do like art videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really just original videos and original sounds, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's honestly a pretty interesting point because it seems that a lot of people will tell you use trending sounds, because it might get you to more For You pages if you use trending sounds. But I think you bring up a good point that if you're original and someone likes it, it's a lot better than if you're just doing something that everyone else is doing.
Right. You can grow more of a fan base if you have those original sounds, because it's like accustomed to you and your followers. So
Yeah.
that
So obviously this is a collab, but do you have any plans in the future with collabs?
um With collabs on TikTok, probably I usually do my own videos, but um I would collab just like with if it's like on some like I'm friends with them or I
Mm-hmm.
already know them.
Yeah.
But like I really don't do collabs unless like I'm really friends with the person or I know them or talk to them.
And before this, you were talking something about Polo Boy or something about
Oh
that group
yeah,
of kids.
well me, Polo, Lewis and this other guy named John. I don't know if you know them. Well, Lewis is I got cute ankles, and then John is at John on TikTok. He makes like I don't know if you've seen him like with the Asian guy with the rice hat. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if you've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
him,
Mm-hmm.
but that's John. So I was just talking about how we just started this little thing called like Sus Gang.
Yeah,
So it's basically just like a little just our group, just like what we call our group, and yeah, like I think Lewis just made the TikTok, but yeah, we just have fun. Like we play games and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Um, they have YouTube channels where like they live stream, and they post like YouTube videos, uh, of like playing games, and so I'll play with them. Like Polo has a channel, Lewis has a channel, um, and so we just play them, and we have a lot of fun. Um, I met uh I met John. Like I just commented on one of his TikToks, like his like rice hat TikToks, and I was like, "This is funny."
Yeah,
I DM'd him. I was like, "Yo, bro, like I mess with the content."
yeah.
He DM'd me back, and then we just like I think he joined one of my Instagram lives. We met in Instagram live, and then he was like, "Yo, I got a TikTok with a bunch of Zoom. I got a Zoom with a bunch of TikTokers."
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like I don't really know if I want to just join it, and then I ended up joining it, and I got cute ankles or Lewis was in that Discord, I mean that Zoom, and he was the only one that was really like I talked to after that because we joined a Discord with just me, him, and John, and we just like we talked, and I don't know,
And you
we
just
just
set off from
became
there.
friends. Yeah, we just became friends really easily because both of them were just cool dudes. So, and then after that, like eventually, um, I think like I don't know, randomly like Polo joined the Discord one time.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing like Warzone, doing like stuff like that, and just having a good time. It was just fun. So I basically met Polo and I got Kid Nichols through John, and then we've all been like friends and like close since, and we talk like every day doing stuff.
No, that's really
But
good.
yeah,
Would you say that that helped you grow your account at all? Would you say that collabs sort of were one of the major factors about how you got where you are today?
well, I actually haven't done any collabs at all with any of them, but
Do you
so I
plan?
haven't really. No, I don't. I don't want to. I want to make sure it's just like 100% like whenever I grow my account. Like, I don't know. I maybe collab in the future, but
Yeah.
whenever I'm growing my account, I want to make sure it's like 100% because of me, and I don't want to like
Ah,
have
okay.
anybody else like I don't want to try like I don't want to leech anybody else's followers or try to do any of that. I want it to be like a mutual thing. So maybe in the future, but right now I think it's just chilling. Um, but yeah, I mean collabs are cool, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, now you can say that you honestly got the follower base you have now by yourself. So that's right. Is
Yeah, I
that you're
just want to be
not,
able to say like everything is like like I did it
yeah, you created
and
the content. You're not getting it
truthfully,
because
yeah,
of someone else.
right.
So this may be a little bit of a personal question, which I can understand why you wouldn't want to answer it, but money, and I know that's a big thing with social media. I have a lot of questions on that, but one of them is, do you ever plan on making enough money from TikTok or any social media to actually use that as a living?
Well, any social media, yeah, but TikTok, um, I can just answer the TikTok money question right now. TikTok does not pay nothing for
Videos.
uh, TikTok doesn't pay anything,
It's
but
just donations, right?
it was donations and sponsorships. But I've gotten several offers, like probably hundreds of offers for like sponsorships,
Mm-hmm.
and I just haven't taken one yet. So as far as TikTok goes, I've probably made like $35 off TikTok,
Oh, really?
off of like live donations because I rarely go on live.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's like the whole thing about TikTok. Like I have sponsorships I could take, but I just want to make sure I grow as big as possible and try to garner more of a follower base before I start taking just like sponsorships left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, that's the thing about TikTok.
No, yeah, but so then seeing that you want to grow a follower base before, which is understandable, at that point, then do you expect to make a decent living off of, let's say, in a year or two, when you have what you want and you start taking sponsorships?
I'd say I would never make it. I don't think you can make it really like a. Well, you could off TikTok, but eventually, yeah, I guess that's the goal.
Mm,
But really, what I would want to do is just transfer my followers to YouTube, because
ads.
they have a lot more. You know, it's a lot more. Um, like it's more work. I mean, it's more like what do you call it? It's more like pay. I mean, not pay, but like what's another word for pay? Like it's more reward for what you're doing. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like you work, you can work hard at TikTok and everything, but it's really not gonna reward you as much as like YouTube or another platform would.
Yeah, but I guess you can grow on TikTok, and that's the key, is that it's probably a lot easier to grow on TikTok. And like you keep saying, once you can bring that over to YouTube, TikTok is honestly just a great way to grow other social medias, is what it sounds like you're
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a very difficult question to answer, so take your time answering it. But I'm just going to blatantly ask it. How do you get famous on any social media? If you had to answer that question and just summarize, you know what? This is how you get famous in my mind. How would you answer that question?
Um. If if you're asking me how do you get famous like right now, if you want to get famous right now, um, then there's no other social media that you should be doing that on except for TikTok.
Mm,
Like TikTok is the number one best way to get whatever you want out right now. Like for now, it's the number one best way. Um, and I would say the number one, like the best way to do it right now is just grow a big following on TikTok, and then just transfer it over. But um, anything that you would do on YouTube, I would say just do on TikTok.
mm,
Um, any like if you're funny or whatever, just do it on TikTok, grow your following there, make original sounds, and that's like the best way like currently right now to get famous, I guess you would say.
So you're saying even if all I wanted to do was make YouTube videos, that you still suggest I create a TikTok account first?
Well, I think yeah, definitely, but I think if you want to do like depends what you want to do to be honest.
Mm,
But I think for I mean for podcasts you obviously can't post a like a snippet or whatever you call it
yeah.
like on I mean you could post a snippet on TikTok, but I don't know how good that would work.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Because they sort of want to listen to the full thing.
Yeah, because it's like it's not as you got to post like I don't know podcasts on TikTok really just don't do that well unless if you were doing a podcast, there's actually some guys that are doing it really well right now. But they have a whole setup. Um,
Yeah, and they're in
they're doing it
person.
probably the best right now.
Yeah, yeah.
They,
And I
they have a setup. They got a green screen in the back. They do like they comment on like news and stuff. They make it kind of funny, and they cut between shots of them. It's like a
is
podcast
it in sync or
base.
something like that?
Yeah, in sync. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. They do it pretty well. They I think they're growing really fast too. So
Mhm.
that's probably the number one best way if you're doing a podcast. They found like the best way to do it.
Mhm. No, but yeah, I think that even me, like even if I think, okay, I just want to, put this on YouTube, put this on Spotify or iTunes or whatever else I stream it on, I think there's no reason why I shouldn't put a snippet of it. Because even if it does terribly, terribly on TikTok is a lot different than terribly on YouTube. Because the worst that
Right.
happens is you get maybe 100 views or 50 views, but 50 views is 50 people seeing that now you have a podcast. So maybe you'll grab some attention.
Right. I agree. I think it's just up to what you want to do and um you know like what how big you want to get and stuff. But yeah, I agree.
So where do you want to take your follower base? That obviously you were saying, you want to bring it to other things. You want to bring it to YouTube, Instagram. You want to get all your TikTok followers there. But do you have any like bigger things, if that makes any sense, or any way that like maybe you set up a donation or you do something that almost gives back, if that makes sense, or outside of social
Um
media?
I mean, I obviously like I just want to I mean everybody says like typical like um I just want to hopefully be like where like if you watch my videos like um I can like maybe like makes you laugh or makes you entertained so it like takes you away from like whatever you think about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like as far as like the other stuff, I definitely want to go into like different things like um just like all different avenues I would want to start my own podcast and do stuff like music
Yeah, yeah.
and acting and just kind of use social media to like branch off and to do my own thing. I feel like that's kind of what everybody that does social media is trying to do, but yeah.
So do you, like you were talking about, doing a podcast or something like that, or making music? Do you have a specific, I want to take the fact that now I have 1 million people that know who I am? Do you have a specific hobby that you want to take that follower base and start doing, like singing or like making a podcast or acting or something?
Right now it's just gonna be I'm gonna be working on YouTube.
Yeah.
So whenever as I grow I've always done music. Well, not always, but I've been doing music for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Um, like making beats, and just like playing around making different songs. But I really just want to focus in on YouTube, try to grow on there and try to really grow outside of TikTok.
Mm.
Um, ideally like have a video like blow up on YouTube where it reaches like a viewership that's outside, like doesn't know me from TikTok. Um, and so yeah, mainly just go there on YouTube. And then after that is when I can really like focus on like what do I want to do, how do I want to, how do I want to make money and do stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, it's really just about marketing and marketing myself the best way possible. Because it's like a one man business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're your own boss.
Right. So it's about like marketing and how I can make the best use of um my following and how I can also like just have fun and be natural with it and do something that I also love to do, which is like I guess everybody's goal.
Yeah, so you were saying that you went into it obviously like thinking, okay, yes, I'm gonna go TikTok viral because of these videos. But did you have anything else that was sort of almost inspiring you? That even when you blew up, did you have any other motives other than gaining followers at the moment?
Well, the original, well, one of the reasons why, like, I remember 3 or 4 days before before I posted my first video, I was just thinking like to myself, and I would think, and I'd be like, yo, like, how am I gonna do this? Like, I gotta do it somehow, because at the time I was making music and I really wanted to promote my music, and
Mm.
so I was like I gotta do this somehow. Like, I'm 18. At the time I was 18, I was like, I gotta get it now. I gotta do this now because I don't have like no time to waste. And then just so like 3 or 4 days later, I posted my first video. And so it's really just um like time, and like knowing that like I don't have any time to waste. And like time goes so fast, so like I had to hurry up and start before, before I get too old and stuff.
Yeah,
You can't
so
be like, you be like 25 making TikToks.
yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
probably start now, I guess, before you live in your own house and you need a job at a certain age. So if you are 18 or below, or even, in college, that you're still sort of under your parents' payroll. So you can have this free time to use TikTok to maybe promote your music or whatever.
Right.
Which you were saying that you wanted to promote your music, right? And that's a great way is doing other things or making funny videos because once you get that follower base, it's easier to promote your music.
Yeah, that was the goal, is just to like get, even though I didn't even know what I was doing, I really didn't know like how TikTok worked and all that.
Mm.
But I was just like, yeah, I need to promote my followers. I mean, promote my music and gain followers on TikTok. I felt like that was the best way to do it. So that's why I started that. But it quickly turned into like I shifted my focus from music just to TikTok,
Yeah.
and so that was kind of like music kind of got put on the back burner, and I've just been like solely focused on like TikTok. Because when I'm focusing in on something, like I really have to do like one thing, and I do it like to the extreme.
Mm.
So whether it's like TikTok or whatever I'm doing, like um when I'm in like when I'm like trying to do something, like I go like
100% effort.
all the way, like 100%,
Yeah.
and that's what I've been doing, and it's worked out, and I've met some cool people. So that's the plan, is just keep going 100%, like every day. Like I'm waking up like ever since I started my new account, like from 0 followers like 6 days ago, 0 followers. Um like it's at like 81K now.
Yeah.
Because like every day, um and that TikTok has like I think 2 or 3 videos already with over 2 million views. Um because like every day I'm thinking of ideas, I'm going on my computer, I'm typing them out, um getting all the pictures, um and then I go off, film like I'll do like I've been doing 4 or 5 videos a day,
Yeah.
and that's really a lot. I mean, people say like, oh, okay, it's like TikTok, like, oh, it's just like a little TikTok, but like the videos, like at least I'm making it's like it takes like effort and like stuff, and like
Yeah.
I gotta look for all the pictures, and I gotta do a bunch of stuff before I actually film the TikTok, and then filming the TikToks takes about like 30 minutes to an hour. So
Huh.
I just been really focusing and um like grinding on that spam account, and so far it's working.
And you were talking about doing music. Do you currently have any songs?
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple that are like I think like over a year old. that I released like back in when I was like senior year of high school.
Yeah.
I have a couple, but they're not like anything like I haven't like heavily promoted either one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're cool, but I've been really trying to lock in and make something like that I'm super proud of, where I can go ahead and promote it to my TikTok audience, and whenever that happens, I'll promote it, and that'll be fine. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's basically it with that.
So it seems like a process of, okay, I want to get followers so I can, have more to promote what I actually want to do. But at what point do you really say, okay, you know what? I'm at a decent follower count. Now I'm going to start taking sponsorships and releasing my music and doing things I love besides TikTok, but just using TikTok to advertise. Like, at what point can you really tell yourself that now is the time I should do that?
I think it's different for everybody. You can do whatever you want to do, but I feel like you always got to make TikTok your priority, because I mean you always got to at least like post, you can't just use your TikTok as like a advertising, like a billboard,
Yeah, yeah,
um because that's where all your real followers are, and so you want to make sure like everything's good on TikTok. You're posting on TikTok, and then just every now and then, just kind of advertise your other socials, your YouTube and stuff. And I feel like as far as like the follower count goes and like when to advertise, it's really up to like the creator.
mm,
Um, but I know me, I just want like those advertisements to have some type of like, if I'm a business and I want to advertise, I want to work with a TikToker. I want to make sure. I mean, if a business is working with me, I want to make sure that it gets to as most eyes as possible, so that the business is taken care of, and that like I'm taken care of
yeah,
as
yeah,
far as like financially from the business. So, um, for that, I just prefer to be at like at least, I would say 600, 700K
yeah,
before I really start diving into like sponsorships and stuff like that. But that's just me. Other creators, um, it just depends on who you ask.
yeah. And I guess it seems like the key is to not over advertise, because who wants to follow a page that's just advertisement after advertisement? So you're right,
Right.
is that even if you do start at a smaller follower count, I guess it's just being careful with not turning it into just ad after ad.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any other thoughts? Anything else you want to add? Anything about your story or that you think people should know?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I think it's important. Like, this is just like scratching the surface. Like, it's gonna be way bigger. It's gonna be
Yeah,
huge.
that's what you should
But
always think like that.
um, but yeah, for now, I guess that's it. The
All right.
rest hasn't been told yet.
No, soon to be though. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on here. Really. I
All right,
thank you
man.
for coming on here.
No problem.
All right. I'll see you.
See you, bro.